Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Fiona Scott.
Well, it's been a packed week again this week. Kathy, what have you been up to?
So we've been looking at a story that's come to us from a number of parents at Oban High School who are telling us that if their children forget their school ties, they are being asked to hand over their mobile phones or money so they can borrow a school tie for the day. Now, the concerns here are that the money they've got with them is meant to be for lunch money. The parents aren't happy about this. Questions are being asked. We're told from one of our local councillors that the council is looking into this, but we didn't actually get a response. We asked, but we didn't get a response from the high school, and we didn't get a response from the council either. So there we go. So you can read all about that. So that's the latest uniform row rumbling on at Oban High School. Moving on to jolly things, a Shanty Festival. Anyone know a good sea shanty? We've got a Shanty Festival coming up in Oban in June, so pop that in your diary. There's going to be groups coming from all over the place, including France. So that'll be a great weekend to look forward to.
Aha, shiver me timbers.
Anyone got a pirate to put on your shoulder?
A pirate or a parrot?
A pirate? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a pirate on my shoulder.
So I'm afraid, well, that sounds great about the Shanty Festival. That sounds brilliant. Events are coming back to town.
It's going to be a good one. There's also going to be lots of events to look out for as part of fundraising for the Ukraine. So we've been doing another roundup of what's been going on. Loads of supplies and aid sort of coming via Oban and being sent out to the refugees, the people who need it most, including a lot of medical supplies coming over from Mull. Hope Kitchen, been talking to them. Now they're saying they need donations, but can people please be mindful if you're making food donations to them that they're having to put an awful lot more of tinned food in these parcels for people because with energy prices rocketing up, you need to be able to cook something really quick and easy. So tinned foods, beans, pastas, all that kind of thing. And then finally, if you haven't already filled out your census form, which you should have had a little letter with a reference number to either go online or details of how to get in touch to get a paper copy sent, you need to do that quick. I think the day is actually March 20th. That's the census day itself. So there you go. If you don't do it, you'll get a postcard saying, please do it. And if you don't do that, you might get a knock on the door. Who's going to come calling? Sandy, back to you.
Goodness gracious me. Well, it was so much good news. And then suddenly we had, a mysterious knock on the door from the police. My goodness. Well, I'll try to.
I don't think it'll be the police, Sandy. I think it'll be a friendly person with a clipboard and a form to say, do you need any help to fill out this form? And can we do it now? Thank you very much.
Oh, that's nicer. That's nicer. It's actually going to be an open sandwich of bad news from me, I'm afraid, this time. So we're going to start with the top layers, three top layers of bad news. So councillors have slammed an unacceptable lack of ambulances around Oban after a woman who fell in Dunbeg lay on a wet, cold pavement for 2 hours before being taken to A&E. Slightly better news, there's only one affordable home for every 5 applicants that want one in Oban, Lorne and the Isles. That's the not so good part. The good part is that Argyll and Bute Council is beginning an ambitious 5-year housing plan to cut the waiting list of 737 people down to zero. So all wind in their sails for that. Not so good for the council. It has apologised for dumping Gaelic school books in a skip by its old education offices in Oban, but parents who rescued 1,800 of these books say they cannot redistribute them back to schools because the council has banned head teachers from talking to them. We've got more on that. And finally, some good news. The council are looking to build a new primary school in Dunbeg after years, admitting capacity is an issue at the current school as housing there expands. Fee, what's happening in sport?
Well, what's happening indeed? We're going all high octane this week. Tonight's Jodie Sloss has been selected from around 1,000 applicants worldwide to be part of a 4-woman motor racing team. So after entering a competition last November run by the group Formula Woman, the 20-year-old was announced as one of their DTO Motorsport GT4 drivers to compete in this year's 26 race GT Cup Championship. So Jodie will be competing amongst both men and women in this fantastic opportunity, and fantastic for her to get through this massive application process that she had to go through. Well done, Jodie, for that. There's also adventures on the high seas. Well, Lochaw to be exact. Kathy's been looking ahead to what will be the first Scottish coastal rowing regatta on a Scottish freshwater loch. Ugh. Thanks for that, Kathy. Have a read and see what's all happening down there. Looks great. We've also got news from the National Schools Badminton Championship, where a quartet from Mull were in attendance, while Oban High School pupils have been taking on a Strava challenge. There was a full schedule for Oban Lawn Rugby Club last weekend, so we have news on all the age groups there, while Oban Celtic Shanty Club were up at Speenbridge. Sandy, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Fee. Sounds action-packed. Well, you can read all this week's stories by picking up a copy of the Oban Times from supermarkets, local stores and petrol stations. You can read our stories online at www.obantimes.co.uk, and you can subscribe to our page-turning digital edition there as well. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you, so please stay in touch, tell us your stories and share your photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000, by emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk, or by messaging us on Facebook. So until next time, it's goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And bye from me, Fiona Scott. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.